Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to New Sarum. Tonight's scene is set in the upstairs portion of Club Gemini, which is an Elysium that is accessible to kindred um, all hours of the night the kindred are awake. Um, and Noelle has requested to meet Isabell here to check up on her from Isabel's birthday party the other night. And of course, Isabel is going to meet up with her clanmates and Um, she's feeling pretty good. She was kind of sore yesterday um, from the events of the night before that, but she's also still got the letter from her parents on her mind and thinking about that kind of stuff. So her she's in good spirits, but in a more of a contemplative mood. And she's dressed casually, like normal, like for a normal weeknight for her. Uh, Yoga pants, tennis shoes, tank top. Um, she has a jacket, but it's not on her. She kind of has it draped on her over her arm, which might be kind of weird to some people, but there are a lot of people that run without jackets in winter, so that's probably, especially the way she's dressed, people might infer that that she was just out for a run or something. But she has her hair down, and yeah, she goes upstairs. Does she find Noelle there, or will she be waiting?
Yeah, Noelle's gonna be there. She's got her legs crossed on the couch. She has, I think they're called high-heeled boots. Tim doesn't know things about fashion, but Noelle does. Um,
Yes, high heeled boots would be the correct term.
yes, all right. She has a black skirt on, um, a black blouse with sleeves that come up to about her elbows. She's rocking some dreadlocks right now. Eyeliner still on point, and in her right hand, she is just kind of holding on to, I believe it's called a thumbtack, but you would
Okay,
pin a paper on like a wall.
okay.
As Isabell walks in, Noelle will get a smile on her face. Isabell, hey, she'll stand up, saunter on
Well,
over.
hello there, Noelle. How are you?
Doing good yourself?
I'm doing all right, not too bad. I was a little sore yesterday, but I'm doing all right today. She just kind of
Noelle,
has a sheepish grin on her face when she says that.
Noelle will kind of just lick her lips a little bit. Um, Please go ahead and have a seat.
And she does so, not before she kind of nonchalantly looks Noelle up and down of what she's wearing. As she approves. She sits down.
Noelle will, oddly enough, not really move and just let Isabell walk past her. Isabell knows what's happening.
Isabel sits down and kind of gives her almost an expectant look.
So, it came to my attention that on your birthday, on your birthday party, we, well, I engaged in an activity that was quite new to even myself.
Well, I'd have to say that that was also first for me, but uh, I would probably do it again, I'm sure.
Would you? Okay. Noel looks like she took note of that.
The salt was a nice touch. I liked that a lot.
Hmm. However, there were a few things that I had noticed, at least on my performance.
Oh, what's that?
It came to my attention that there were more than a few more than a few things I could have improved on. I could have made the cuts longer, less jagged. It could have been more clean.
Well, it was your first time. I mean, you just need to practice, right?
I do. Looks at
She's
Isabel.
she's smiling and has this like mischievous look on her face.
I called you here to ask you. Well, it seems I found a new art that I very much enjoy.
Oh, really now? She kind of leans forward, scooting towards the edge of the couch and kind of leans forward, uh, sticking out her ear, just, kind of dramatic about listening to what you have to say.
Noelle will lean in just a little bit, go along with this. And she'll just say, Isabel, you know the human body has always fascinated me. Mm,
Really? Well, and what about it do you find so fascinating?
the cause and effect.
Hmm. I do quite like that about the human body as well, but humans are a bit more fragile than we are. Well, yes, our bodies still look human, but they're really not. They're something more. There has to be, in order to feel even even the slightest thing is more of an effort. It requires more stimulation and more intense, severe stimuli,
Exactly. And
sensations. That's what I meant to say. Sensations, more intense, severe sensations to occur to get even remotely the same feeling that you would have when you were human.
those yoga pants look too good for you to care about your vocabulary, Isabel.
She will blush because she can. Um, well, I appreciate that you appreciate my physique.
She'll wink.
Isabel's tiny little bit flustered right now.
She'll just say, all I mean to say is, being kindred, it would be very difficult for me to go to medical school and learn all that there is to know about the human body. And
Well,
considering I have such a
lucky for you, I actually have a degree in anatomy, so I could teach you.
or I could go with hands-on training.
Oh, of course, I was gonna guide you using myself.
Mm-hmm.
And Bianca knows a fair bit if you'd like an extra pair of eyes and a guiding hand that can actually see what you're doing from different angles.
Me and Bianca do make a wonderful team.
I would have to agree. You do. And Bianca's been doing what she does for more than 20 years.
Yes, I like that idea.
Isabel has a very satisfied look on her face right now.
So, at some point, I'd definitely like to make events like a couple of nights ago a little bit more frequent.
Well, that can definitely be arranged. See, the club is closed to the public every Monday and Tuesday, so, we can make it a regular thing if you'd like.
Oh, I definitely like that.
Good to hear. As would I. You have a lot of potential. We could have a lot of fun. And now it's her turn to
Oh,
wink.
no, bite her lip. Oh, I'm going to love removing your skin again.
Isabell smiles. And I think that I'm going to love you removing it.
She'll bite her lip again before breathing a little deeply and letting herself calm down because she knows she's getting thirsty as fuck right now.
Isabel's getting a little bit anxious herself.
So, Monday?
Monday. It's date.
Wear whatever you want.
All right. Something that can be easily removed or that I don't mind getting cut off. I usually carry extra clothes just for occasions such as that.
Okay, good, because I wasn't going to tell you that I like removing clothes with the knife.
Noelle, I know your type. All of you like removing clothes with a knife. Yeah. And, um, I rather like my clothes being removed with a knife too. That's why I have lots of throwaway clothes. I just don't ever throw anything away. If it gets a little bit too worn to go to work, I throw it in the pile to get cut off.
Recycling your wardrobe. I like that.
Oh, waste not, want not. I am a Toreador after all.
She'll smile again.
Besides, I was raised never to waste anything, so I don't.
Sounds like you were raised well then.
I like to think so. My mama would definitely be happy to hear that.
Once my parents figured out exactly what they were dealing with, Noelle will shrug. They stopped trying to change me by the time I was 6.
Well, that's good. My parents never found out what I am as far as the unconventional ways to get pleasure. They never found out. I hid it. I grew up in the deep south, Texas and Georgia. You just, and it was also the 70s and the 80s. Things were a bit different back then. You just, you weren't different. You couldn't be different. She says that with a certain bitterness. So I hid it as much as I could. When I met Bianca, I didn't care anymore, especially when I realized that I loved her. But others cared. My parents cared. Her parents cared. Not in a way that was beneficial to either of us. We still always managed to find a way, though. We've had our ups and downs for sure,
Noelle
but
won't know. She's kind of dropped the flirtatious smile, and she's actually intently listening to Isabell.
times are changing, though I'm not sure that some kindred are changing. And it seems that our prince is stuck in medieval times, from what I heard. You heard it too. But Lenora really reiterated it to me that he is very, 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 very traditional. Like she said, very a lot of times. um, but anyway, so
Gives me a chance to wear
yes,
a corset.
Bianca and I are not together right now per se, at least not publicly. So keep at least mine and Bianca's interactions on the down low for me if you can.
Noelle will, with her fingers, zip her mouth shut, or at least mime the action.
Good. And of course, whatever you need, I'll return the favor. And she kind of puts back up her flirtatiousness with that statement, breaks the serious conversation.
Noelle, picking up the hint that Isabell may not want to talk about this anymore, will go ahead and bring back her flirtatious demeanor.
Little bits at a time. Um, yeah. So so Monday
Monday.
sounds good. She'll stand up and she'll kind of strut past Noelle a little bit. But she'll walk kind of in a circle around her because she's going to come back to her and give her a hug. But she wanted to kind of show off her physique.
Which Noelle very much appreciates. And as Isabell and Noelle hug, Noelle will, with one of her hands, just rub Isabell's back, the specific part that she had flayed.
Isabel will understand what Noelle is doing and kind of moan a little bit. There's a little bit of a longing in that moan too. Like, oh, I can't wait for this to happen again. Um, Good night, Noelle.
Good night, Isabell.
And she leaves the club and heads back to her haven, which isn't too far away, but looking forward to the next time she sees Noelle. And does Noelle have anything?
Nope.
Yep. All right. And with that, we will end our scene.